Hi, I'm Steve Borelli, and I was going to talk today about how I built these wooden cheeks for my MiniBrute and how I actually reconfigured it a little bit. It's snowing outside, so I figured this is a great day for a video. Well, let's get started. So here it is. It is a Arturia MiniBrute SE. This is the aluminum version of it. I kind of like that look and feel. But the way the MiniBrute is laid out originally is a flat synth. So basically, this is the key bed, and this is the bottom of it with the feet. And these two cables plug into the board on the inside. I'll set up some links so you could take a look at the TearDown some other people have done. These are the original cheeks. They actually look like they're wood, but they're not, just FYI. And they would go along like this. And then the actual synthesizer unit would sit right here. There's also a metal piece that goes along the bottom here, but I snuck that into the back of the unit here because I just like the way the aluminum looks. So what I did is I watched a lot of videos online. There's some great teardown videos. I also looked at GMU Synth, which is a guy or a small company that does wooden cheeks for various synthesizers. And they actually did this project where they deconstructed the original MiniBrute into a small form factor, but they had it laying flat with small cheeks. And I kind of thought maybe the MS-20 point of view, or the control panel facing me, is sort of how I like to interact with the knobs. So the first thing I did was, let's get this over here, is I created some templates for what I might think it looked like, just out of some cardboard that I cut. So that's kind of the template I made. And I drew the outline of the synth, because this is actually a one-piece extruded aluminum. And the GMU guys did a very interesting thing where they just replaced the metal parts of the cheeks with two smaller ones. And that's what I ended up doing inside, and I'll show that to you in a minute. The next step was to create a prototype just to get the look and feel. You know, a lot of times you would think something works, but until you get your hands on it. So I did what's called a rapid prototype, and I cut out of this foam core, and I made this little model that if these will flip around like that, and notice it looks quite similar. And I just stuck the edges of the synth through these slots just so I could play with it. And it was reasonably stable, actually. My buddy said, hey, you should just leave it like that and put some duct tape on it. Well, I thought that was an interesting idea, but not really. I was really after the cheeks, the wooden cheeks for this. So on to the next step. So what I did is I found this at the thrift store. It's a solid oak, I think it's a magazine carrier. If I placed it this way, what I'd get would be the nice beveled edge across the top, and then the beveled edge all the way down the front. And so you could see right here that I retain that edge all the way around this way. I have to do some more work on the back and refinish them, but I really like that edge there, and I just got really lucky. And I used the original cheeks. You can see that there's holes, screw holes for where it screws into the extruded aluminum. So I basically put this on top and lined it up with the edge, drew pencil marks through it, and with my drill just drilled some holes. I actually used tin snips to cut and shape it because I had to make some, at the ends, had to accommodate for the shape of the extruded aluminum. This back here, I took a piece of foam core like this, black foam core, and I like foam cores, as you can see. And this is the piece that was underneath the keyboard under the front, and I really liked it. It's got the same exact finish. And so what I did is I literally just slipped it over the edge of the foam core and then cut a piece of foam core that was big enough so it goes from here all the way down and then folds and then down across the bottom. And then I made flaps on the inside of the foam core so the flaps are in against the wood. Let's take a look in there. I left the bottom so I can access it so you can see these flaps right here. See if you can see in there like that. And I screwed the flaps in. I know it's foam core and the screws will just tear right through it, but I don't plan on yanking on it that hard. And then, as you notice, put that like that. I took some aluminum foil, just some standard aluminum foil, and some two-way sticky tape, got it at the dollar store, and I just lined the interior with foil on this foam core, and before I screwed these in, I tucked the foil in between the two pieces of aluminum so it would make contact as a ground. And boy, I tell you, it made a world of difference. It doesn't make hardly any noise at all. So then I just tuck these things in, fold this up, and it just sits in there like that. So it has a nice back. I succeeded in not at all damaging the synthesizer. So I could just unscrew those two plates that I made out of the angle aluminum and replace it back in its original case, no problem. And that's about it. So thanks so much for watching.